Good morning. Hi, my friend. Oh my goodness. I feel so deeply loved today. I woke up. I have had a really deeply reflective week. And the positive in the pain 100% is you. 100% has been the love and support and just that unconditional cheering squad of you that says, you got this, Sandy, you got this. I have never cried as much as in my life as I have this week, but it's good. It's cleansing and it's good. So day 9 already. Holy. I am wow. So, how to get to the top? The fastest way possible. So our mountain is our own desire to get to the other side of whatever pain or whatever sadness or whatever difficulty is going on in your life. How to get to the other side. The top of the mountains where the sun is always shining and where the air is crisp and clear and that deep sense of love and of core joy and happiness, where you just know that you are the very best version of you possible and that you've shown up full out in your life, because that top of the mountain, the billionaire mindset, doesn't have regrets. There's no regrets at the end of our journey because you showed up and you did the damn work. And I had no idea how much I needed you to make me show up and do the damn work, because I am doing it. I am living it. I am bawling my head off because I'm learning, because I'm growing, and the pain is where the growth is. Walking into that fire and facing our choices and our consequences. So how to get to the top? I just love this. In the efficiency thing, there is no elevator. We must take the stairs. This is hard work. It is hard work. You know, the building this foundation is really the most important, because otherwise we're going to quit. We're going to turn back and we're not going to make it to the top of our mountain. And I will tell you what, I am going to the top and you're coming with me, and I'm so excited. So I'm going to go back here because I've had some really incredible conversations with some of you. I've been so blessed. The you who have shown up in my life, oh my God, like in every way, here, and all the comments and all the love and all the hearts and all that. I see you, I feel you, I know you're praying for me. I know that you are cheering me on through this really difficult stuff. But I'm also here for you. And, you know, I got to, oh my gosh, I've probably had probably about 15 like actual telephone conversations with you guys. And every single one lifts me a little more. It's like that, you know, I started to tell you about a conversation with Shannon, but before I had the conversation with Shannon was with Karen, and Karen shared something that has helped me unbelievably that I get to share with you. And then I have gotten to share that on the telephone conversations with a few people that are struggling with other people in their energy field, causing them frustration and anger and pain. And like, it's not all about crying. It's not all about loss and grief and that. It's about being annoyed. It's about, you know, this happened today and this person did X, Y, Z. And it's like, when you really get it and you're living in the light, nobody gets to annoy you because they don't have the power to do that. You have the power to allow them to annoy you into your energy field, or to not allow them to annoy you. So what Karen did with me, now Karen is a love coach, basically. She's Hairdresser Confessions, I think. And I met her down in the States. We were in a coaching program together. And this is all where investing in yourself and your personal growth is really powerful stuff. So I have made some of the most incredible friends. Like I had a VA, which I haven't been able to use for a little while because I haven't been able to is all. And she's just one of my favorite people in the universe. She's the most authentic human being. And then Karen too, like just real people that have shown up in my life to show me that it's okay to be authentic and unapologetically you. And then I get to show up here and hopefully, share something that's like an aha. That's it, today I'm not going to let people into my energy field. And this is what Karen did with me. She's like, okay, close your eyes and picture what feeds your energy. Like what makes you feel the best in your life. If it's, outside and nature, if it's the ocean or if it's mountains and, if it's your children, your grandchildren, your spouse, whatever it is that really feeds you and makes you feel incredible in your life. Really, really breathe it in and just, whether you're with whatever it is that feeds you, just breathe it in and build up your energy field so that because we all know what the top of the mountain for us is. We all have had the moments in our life that have shown up to make us like, wow, like that's it. That's what made me feel the most incredible and the happiest. And that's how we build ourselves. And I hope and I pray that if it's in another human being or, in your dogs and cats, that you be very careful about that because that gives your power to somebody else to possibly take away so hopefully you can build that in nature and in yourself and in your accomplishments, something that you've done. One of my awesome moments when I received my $3 million REMAX award and I got to meet Dave Liniger of REMAX International, and it was like, oh my gosh, like that, because, there's a celebration in accomplishment. I sacrificed a lot to work so hard for my incredible clients in service to earn that kind of money and be recognized for that accomplishment. And that was a really cool moment in my life. But my best moment in my life was when I absolutely, literally made it to the top of the mountain with my own 50-pound pack. I didn't think I could so many times on that journey because because Sandy, the obnoxious me, didn't train at all. I just, it was, yeah, goodness, it was just cool. Anyways, I got to go along with 3 men who are sheep hunters. And this was what was really cool for me too. They had many opportunities on that trip, all 3 of them, to kill a sheep, legal sheep. And none of them chose to kill a sheep because there's honor, apparently, who knew, in sheep hunting. And sheep, I just, I used to judge people for hunting. I used to think that was cruel and animals should have guns and shoot back. And I used to have this unbelievable opinion. But what I learned in those years was that there is honor. And, those animals are going to die at the mercy of a wolf or a pack of wolves or something, or an honorable hunter could put one bullet well placed through their heart and their journey is over, and then they get to feed and pay forward into our freezer because wild meat is so much better for us than the hormone and antibiotic and blah, 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 right? So that's just my opinion. You're certainly entitled to yours. So what happened for me in these last years is I got to spend so much more time in nature because that was the goal, was in hunting. And then when you do it ethically and honorably, then the reward is this incredible meat. So this trip was basically, Sandy, you want to come? And brand new boots, like literally brand new gear, and you got to carry your own stuff. Like nobody's going to carry you. You got to do it. And I said yes. And it was so funny. So Doug's friend Mario, he he says to me, he comes back, and he's a French guy, and he's super funny. He says to me, "Hey, Sandy, pay attention to the trail because you're going to need to find it to get back to the boat when you can't make it up the mountain." And if you know me, I I might have sworn and said, "Bleep, you Frenchman, you don't know me very well. I'll see you at the top." And so we're walking, and Tucker, the most amazing lab on earth, is walking behind Doug, and I'm behind Tucker, and Tucker's panting, and so am I. And so Mario and Bert stop, and Mario comes back, and he says, "Hey, Sandy," and I'm like, "What?" As I'm about to hyperventilate and fall over because I'm not breathing properly. And he says, "You have to slow down your breathing. It's a brain game now. You have to slow down your heart rate and slow down your breathing and just go steady." Just because Doug is part mountain goat. He runs and then he stops and then he recovers really quickly. And so following Doug was a big mistake for me. I needed to just, obviously follow him, but at my own pace. So then I keep going. You guys, bar nothing. I have had 3 children. I have done some pretty cool things. This was the hardest freaking thing I've ever done. And it became where every step was, I think I can, failure's not an option. And just stop and rest. And I remember getting, you guys, this is 9 hours of hiking with 50 pounds on your back without training. And like, I'm a stubborn woman. And so I keep going. And so we get close. I'm like, "Are we close? Like, seriously, Doug?" And he says, "We just got the Death Hill, Sandy." And I'm like, "The what? The Death Hill?" And he's like, "Yep, just got the Death Hill." And I'm like, "I don't think I can do this." And he's like, "I know you can, Sandy. It's one step, just one step. Take one step and stop, whatever you have to do." And that's what I did. I would take 1, 2, stop, because it was straight up. Like, this was nuts. And leaning into the hill, and it was like unfreaking believable. And I did it. And when I got to the top of that freaking mountain, I was like, honestly, like I did it. I made it. Like, I didn't die. Honestly, like, I was not sure if I was going to survive. And so then it was like every barrier in my life became, scalable. I can do anything. If I did this, I can do it. So that's honestly my top of the mountain, right? Literally. And that is the feeling that we all deserve, because when we do the work, when we show up full out in our lives and we just walk into the fire of the pain that is stopping us and slowing us down, and we remove those obstacles from our energy field, then we can do anything, and we are straight up. So how Karen described this was, feed your energy field. Like, go to those moments and breathe it in, breathe it in, breathe it in, breathe it in. Because I will tell you what, right now I'm feeling pretty freaking proud of myself, because that is who I am. That is showing up, and that is doing the damn work and sacrificing. And I had so many blisters on my feet that trip. I lost 3 toenails. It was something else of a learning curve. And I would do it again in a heartbeat. That was such an incredible. So then years later, we went to Azerbaijan, which is the Caucasus Mountains, the freaking craziest mountains on this planet. And I was there, 2,600 vertical feet one day. Now, I did more training for that trip before I went, but Talay, oh my God, this incredible human, again, that has come into my life and into my energy field, and Doug's. Talay and Talik, his brother, they were our guides. And these guys, you want to talk about mountain goats, these guys are, and they wear rubber boots, you guys, like rubber boots. But I was there, and when I walked back into camp that day, it was like cerebral palsy, like my legs were jello. I could not physically, sorry guys, different headphones. I could not physically have done more than what I did on that trip. But again, right? And the compliments and the respect of those people was so incredible for me. That was like, they said to Doug, why did you bring your wife? And Doug's like, well, she wanted to come. And they're like, well, we don't do this to our women. It's like, oh, yeah, that's me. That's me. So some very incredible experiences in my lifetime. So top of the mountain, baby, we are going, but you got to do the work. So energy, fill. And then Karen says, put a massive clear sphere around your, like glass sphere as tall as the universe, around your energy field now. And anybody else that shows up, everything they do, everything they say, every face they make at you, every judgment, every word, you choose to let them in or just to knock on your sphere. And when you get triggered and you feel whatever, then it's a choice. And when you're conscious and you're in the light and you know that you get to choose, then it's your choice. And now we're all going to stumble. We let people in. We let those, and nobody means to be dark. Nobody means to hurt us. I mean, there's hurt people, blah, blah, blah. But they're all outside of you and your sphere. And you choose who to hang out with. You choose. You're here. I love you. I love hanging out with you. And your comments and your everything. And it's like, you are so welcome in my life, and I will do so much. I would do anything to help you if I can and how I can. And that's the truth. So there's going to be other people that aren't quite as awesome as you, and they're not going to want to see you shine. They're going to want to keep you down. The crabs in the bucket, when they're not in the light, they try to drag you into the darkness. But darkness cannot exist in the light, you guys. Can't. So we have to be our choice. We have to live our choices and our consequences and allow those people to live their consequences, because that's their choices. And that's hard to do when you love people, like truly hard to do, because especially so many of us, we just want to be loved. We want to be accepted, and we think that letting them take our light, and we think that dimming our light is more acceptable, and that they will love us more because that's what they're hoping. And really what they're doing is trying to keep us with them in the dark. They get to choose to do the work. They can show up in their life. Absolutely every one of us gets to choose. And I have zero regrets. There is nothing in my life that I regret. Nothing. Bar none. And the key to that, forgiveness. But we're going to talk about that again on a deeper level tomorrow. So at least right now, that's what it feels like. I will let you know tomorrow morning whether that is where we're going to go with this. But for today, please breathe in your beautiful energy feeding growth stuff and really protect you from, people that, and they don't mean to be, you guys. And they just have to choose whether they're coming with you to the top of the mountain. And if they're not, that's okay too. It really is. We can still love them and wish them every bit of goodness. So I love you so much, and thank you for being here with me on this journey, because, and you know who I'm talking to today, yesterday and today, I've been visiting with one of you, and it's really helped me to be so much more clear in so much of this. So you're healing me. You are healing my heart and my life, and I'm so grateful. And we're going to the top of the mountain together, baby. I will see you guys in the morning. Have a great one. I'm avoiding the sun here. It's beautiful out.